Hey, hello there guys, Proxens here, and welcome back to another episode of the Ever Oasis series on the channel. So in the previous episode we met Roto, and now he's actually here at the Oasis, and he's actually saying, so this is Alex's Oasis. It is really close to Ostraka Ruins, and it is, and then there's a bunch of newts here. So that's interesting because we might have to really quickly go over to the stores and restock them like really fast, because I'm pretty sure by now they're probably sold out of stuff. Okay, so here we go. Let's actually go over here to the garden and let's grab some roseberries, but first I actually have to clear up that sand and then we can go over here. So here we go. We're going through this little path and there's some roseberries there, but there's also a pile of sand, so let's clear that up and then grab the roseberries. And now we can actually head back over here. So here we go, going through here again. And now let's actually go over here and restock the pinwheel shop. So here we go. It looks like you're actually pretty good with your stock. So let's restock the fruit shop. It looks like I can actually restock you, so there we go. So now let's go over to the next store. So here we go, the juice shop. So I can actually restock you quite a bit, so there we go. You are now at 24, so let's go over to the blanket shop, and I should be able to restock you, so there we go. Luckily we have 22 leopard fur balls, so that makes us pretty prepared to restock the blanket shop. Anyways, let's go over here and try to find Roto. So here we go. Where is Roto? I think he's going to be right over here. So hi, how's it going? Hey Alex, thanks for your help the other day. So this is your oasis, huh? Everyone here looks like they're having a great time. Oh, I know. How about you try growing these seeds? My gift to you, eh? I think you should be able to plant them in the garden of your oasis. I'm eager to know how the veggies you grow will turn out. You mind planting them? Thanks. I'll go right over to the garden and I will grow them right away. So here we go. Activate the quest. And here we go. Let's run over to the garden and let's try and grow these pepper seeds. So let's walk around here and let's walk over to the garden. Here we go. Walking through here, then walking through here, and then we need to go over here to the garden. And we should be able to plant these like right next to the roseberries. Press A to plant seeds in garden soil. Seeds will grow in 2 days. Press A near seeds you have planted to give it duodems. A seed that has been given duodems will grow faster and produce fruit the very next day. Cool. So I should be able to plant one like right over here. So plant that. There we go. And can I actually plant 2? Yes, I can. That's awesome. We can actually plant 3 of them. Okay, so now we actually have to tend to them by giving them duodems. So there we go. And now we need to do the same thing for all the other ones. Unless that actually affected all of them. That's cool. Wow, that actually affected all of them. That's awesome. So we don't actually need to give more duodems for more plants. We just need to give a set amount of duodems for the entire farm. So that's awesome. That is really cool. So now I'm actually going to head over to the house because we need to go to sleep until the next day, because that way we actually are able to wake up and we'll be able to go over to the farm, rather the garden area, and we can grab the stuff there. It seems too early for bed. Go help others with requests or collect materials. Okay, fine. I'll go and look around to see if there's other stuff to do. I wonder what time we can actually go to sleep, because that's not really something I've been thinking about. I guess we just have to like wait until it's later in the day, and at that point we'll be able to do that, but I'm not really sure. Anyways, it looks like stuff is growing pretty well over here, so I'm going to go over this way and I'm going to see if there's anything else I can do. For example, going out over to the non-Oasis area and fighting some stuff. Actually, we can talk to Roto real quick. Woohoo, you planted the seeds. I can't wait for them to finish growing. Oh yeah, I just recalled. I met a wandering merchant back before I came here. He told me he was looking for something in Kiran Caves. I wonder you think he's still there? He's probably still there, so I'm going to look over at the caves and, hey, that's something we can do. We just got a mission, so here we go. Let's go and find that traveler. Okay, so here we go. Let's go over to the cave right over here, but before we do that, let's actually fight some opponents that are in the way. So here we go. Okay, fight you. There we go, and we took you down. So now there's another opponent in the way, so let's take them down as well. So target onto them, and there we go. We did some damage, and we took them down. So now let's take down this other opponent as well, so do that, and then do that and that, and there we go, we took them all down. So now let's go over here to the caves, and let's see if we can actually find that traveler. So here we go, we're going inside, and now, where is that traveler? It looks like he's right over here, and it looks like he's a merchant. That's cool. How very troubling. Inside one of the pots up ahead is a deco plant sprout that someone left there a long time ago, or so I heard. I came here to seek it out, but I found much more than what I signed up for. I'm permanently shaken by my experiences here, but my curiosity still eats me away. What's in the pot? I'll look at it, I guess. I mean, what else could I do other than looking at it and seeing if there's actually anything cool inside? And if there is something cool, then that's good for us, because I'll probably keep it. So here we go. Go through that, and then go through that. And I believe we actually have to go all the way around in order to get up here. So let me break through that. And can I actually go through here? No, I can't. But what I can do is go all the way around, and there should be some sort of plant there that actually lets us go through that rock. So let me actually go through this. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Let's go up here and then do this. There we go, and there isn't a snake there, so that's good. And now we can do that and then walk away. And there we go. We can now walk through here. So here we go. Walk over this way. And from the looks of it, this is the area that the person mentioned. So let's do this, and then break through this. There we go. Then break through this, and then break through this, and then this one, and then some of the other stuff as well. Okay, what is that? What is that? Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I definitely wasn't expecting that, but that shadow roach, or shadorach, or whatever it's called, just appeared out of there, and that was kind of weird. Anyways, let's do some damage here, and we took it down, and we also got something pretty interesting there, I think. Alex, there's definitely something in the pot, a small bag. Maybe this is the sprout the merchant was telling us about. Let's go and show him. Obtained the deco seed bag. Interesting. Very interesting. So let me actually go through here and then break through this. There we go. And there's another thing over here that I want to check out, so let's do that. There we go. And that actually opened up a path over here, so that's interesting. I'm not actually going to go over there right now, but I might come back here at a later point, and we can definitely go through there at that point. But right now I want to go back over to the merchant, and I want to give him the thing that we just got. So here we go. Open this up, and then let's go talk to the merchant. So here we go. Hi, how's it going? I got the bag you mentioned. So here it is, and aha, yes indeed, that's the deco plant sprout. Thank you so very much for bringing it back to me. I certainly won't accept this without providing you with something useful in return. Okay, thank you. So we got the bench plant seed. Interesting. What does that actually do? Ah, you're the chief of a sprightly new oasis. since it's your place, I suppose you should know I'll be setting up shop there. Awesome. Can't wait. I mean, it's definitely awesome to have a merchant, and it would be pretty cool to see if you have anything cool to sell. So I think I'll actually check out his shop once he actually makes it. Anyways, for now, I'm going to actually go back over to the Oasis, and then we need to travel home because we need to go to sleep and wait until the next day since we have some stuff to do. So we are really close to actually reaching level 4, so that's pretty cool. And it looks like the merchant has arrived in the Oasis. So here we go. Hi, how's it going? Hey, it's you. There you are. You really helped me out back there in the Kiran caves. Thanks again, friend. Even though it's small yet, this oasis has a really great vibe. I'm sure it'll be bustling in no time. Really good time to invest, come to think of it. I'll be selling veggie seeds and deco plant sprouts here, I'm thinking. Please buy lots of stuff. Thanks, bye. Okay, so it looks like he set up a little merchant shop right here. Merchants sell deco plant seeds and other seeds for cultivation. As the oasis level increases, more items will be available for purchase. In addition to buying items with duodems, if you are carrying certain items, you may exchange them for other items by trading. Okay, cool. Let me actually go over to his little area and let's see what we can actually get from them. Welcome, I'd love for you to buy a bunch of things. Okay, buy. Interesting. What do these actually do? It looks like he has a weapon and then some sort of other weapon and then some other seeds here. Okay, let's see here. It slightly increases sales of bloom boots, and this one increases sales of bloom boots as well. Interesting, and that is an outfit, so that's cool. I might actually get this at some point, because it does damage to 2 different types of opponents, so that might be cool to get. Anyways, I think I'm actually going to buy one of these. Actually, I think he gave us one of those, so we don't really need to buy one, but we can actually do something really quick here by going over here and going right over here and planting this. So there we go, we planted it, and that should help out with the sales of the shop right next to it, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, I think I'm going to really quickly grab the duodems here, and I'm going to go inside. Awesome. So actually, I think I'll restock the store in the next day, so that way we can actually make sure that we restock it fully. So yeah, I'm going to wait until tomorrow, but now I'm going to fast travel over to the home, and I'm going to go to sleep. So here we go, sleep until the morning. Here we go. I'm going to sleep, and now here we go. We're getting ready for another day, and in this day we are going to go over to the garden area, and we're going to harvest some stuff, and after that we are going to really quickly restock every single one of the stores. And from the looks of it, we don't actually have any new travelers today, so that's kind of weird, but it's okay. Anyways, let's do that. And then let's go over this way to the garden, and then we need to harvest some stuff from the garden. So here we go. Let's go around here and then go over here. And now let's go over to these plants here. And first off, let's harvest this, and then let's harvest these. So there we go, and there we go. So we actually got 9 elite peppers. That's cool. That's actually really cool. So those are one-time use. That's very interesting. So I'm going to need to go to the merchant and purchase some more of those if I actually want to plant more of them. So that's interesting. Anyways, here you go, your 3 elite peppers. And there you are. Are these the peppers that grew from the seeds I gave you? They're so smooth and shiny. What extraordinary beauties. Thanks. So cool to see them all grown. Thank you. It isn't much, but please take this as a thanks. Thanks. Anything is awesome. The artsy plant seed. Cool. I don't know what that does, but I'll certainly look into it at some point. I just love these peppers that you grew. Thank you so much. And it looks like he is going to become a resident of our oasis, so that is very, very awesome. It's decided I'm going to live in this oasis. This little arrangement may work out pretty well, Alex. Well, I am very happy that you're here in the oasis, because the more people we have here, the better. So I think we're actually going to be able to level up the oasis. So now let's actually go over here to the main part of the oasis, because we can actually level it up. Okay, here we go. The oasis is leveling up, and there we go. It is now leveled up to level 4, I believe. So that's pretty cool, and new stuff is growing now, and the area also expanded, and I'm assuming that the garden area also expanded too, so that's going to be pretty cool to check out. But there we go. The HP has increased to 40, the main road has expanded, now you can place 2 more bloom booths. Alex, the main road's bigger now, which means lots of bloom booths can be grown. Awesome. So I'm going to go over that way, and I'm going to make some bloom booths, but there's something going on first, so I need to deal with that. So what's actually going on here, because I don't know. Please don't let it be chaos. It's chaos. What's going on? What's going on? What are you doing? What are you doing? What is the chaos doing? You can't do that. That's not nice. You can't do that right now. The oasis just leveled up. Why do you have to go and attack us? That's not very nice. Alex, look. What are those eerie growths? I think those are chaos plants. Chaos plants, is it now? That's how your brother referred to them, didn't he? I'm certain everyone is feeling on edge with these unsettling plants taking root. Alex, what should we do? I mean, I can uproot these plants, so... Alex, get away from that plant! I can do the same thing my brother did. I'm confident once you become a chief, Alex, the power of your wind will strengthen. So yeah, I should be able to uproot them. Chaos plants growing in the oasis decrease other oasis growth. Decrease bloom booth sales, prevent requests, and diminish rainbow protection. Uproot chaos plants with green gale. Be sure to patrol each area of the oasis and get rid of those pesky plants. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. There we go. We uprooted one of them, and there's another one over here, so uproot that, and then uproot that, and then let's go over this way. And we need to uproot plants from this area, so there is one over here, right? Yeah, there is. So uproot that, and then uproot that one, and now there's another one over here, and another one over here. So now that we've uprooted those, I should probably go back to this area over here and check out the garden, because it's very possible that the garden is actually infested with these plants as well. So let's see here. If a chaos plant grows in the garden, other crops won't grow, and you can't make crops grow faster using duodems. Interesting. So let me actually do that, and that, and that. There we go. So now the garden is back to normal, so let's go over to the main area of the oasis and try and deal with that. So here we go. Let's actually go through there and then go around here. Here we go. Going over this way. And once we actually deal with all of the chaos plants over here, we're going to be able to make a bloom booth. So let me actually do that. And then do the same thing over here. There we go. And I think there's going to be like 1 or 2 more, and from the looks of it, there are 2 more of them. So here we go. Do that. And we have uprooted all of the chaos plants. You've done it. Thank you, Alex. You managed to clear out all of the chaos plants in the oasis. Now the question is, where are the chaos plants coming from? Alex, we may need to seek out someone who may have the answer. Yeah, we definitely need to do that, and the effect of them is gone, and Shakuro actually knows something. Eep, Chief, what are we gonna do? The way things are going, these chaos plants are gonna do what? What's gonna happen? You got them all? Wow, you made fast work of those creepy plants, Chief. Yeah, I did. I guess I sort of saw what happened with them in a previous situation. Anyways, what's going on with them? You're wondering why the Chaos plans have taken root here. Yeah, I'm definitely wondering that. What's the situation? I can't really say. I actually have no idea. All I know is that they're a bad omen, a very bad omen. Before I came here, I resided in another oasis. It too became overrun by chaos plants. We were uncertain about the plants, so we steered clear, but they continued to grow in numbers. It seemed the plants leached energy out of the oasis until it was nothing but parched soil devoid of life. That's not good. That's definitely not good. The shadowy plants appeared to be the culprit of the ultimate demise of our lush oasis. I only wish I knew more. Say, let's go to the Ostraka ruins and ask the guardian who dwells there. Sure. Let's go over there and find out if the guardian knows anything. And it looks like Roto is here to help us out. Alex, remember Ostraka ruins where we first met? The guardian who dwells there is extremely knowledgeable. I'm sure he'll have insight regarding these shadowy growths. At the far end of the cave, there's a big gate of sorts. We're going to need 3 people to open it, and luckily there's 3 of us right here. I think I finally figured out how I can help. I can help you with determining who to bring on adventures, and I'll help you with swapping out equipment. I'm garbage at fighting, but I can make a bloom booth to... I can't make a bloom booth to save my life. But by golly, I'll assist however I can. Alright you two, let's all pull together to get this place back to normal. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. So, I'm assuming we just have to talk to you and you'll be able to set everything together. A bunch of folks helped me build this little booth. Check it out. Cool, eh? Whenever you need to change equipment or swap party members, come chat at me here. Sure. So here we go. Talk to Shakuro to put together a travel party of Oasis residents. Be sure to outfit your party and yourself with proper equipment. You can change your weapons freely, and you can also change weapons for resident seedlings within the same type. If you select recommended equipment, an appropriate item will be chosen from items you own. Resident seedlings automatically use recommended equipment when joining the party. Equipment for desert folk can't be changed, but they will switch to more powerful weapons as they level up. Okay, so here we go. Hey Chief, is there something I can help you with? Yeah, let's form a party. When you add a seedling who runs a bloom booth to a party, that bloom booth will be closed for business, and sales for that bloom booth will be put on hold. Okay, so here we go. Residents are divided into 7 classes based on their abilities. Okay, each class has a corresponding class skill, which is helpful in adventures and battle. Increased abilities from class skills will affect all members of the party. When forming a party, press X to rearrange residents based on class, weapons, or skills. Okay, arrange on level. So let's put Roto there, and then I think I'm going to sort by skill. So I'll put you as the next person. Actually, who has the highest, damage? Okay, how much damage do you do? I think you might do the most damage, so there we go. We have different people who do damage to different, creatures, so now I think that's going to be the team, and let me check my equipment real quick. Let me actually check yours. I can give you another nut ring, except I don't really think that's useful, so yeah, I think for now our party is pretty good. Okay, so this is it. We have to go through the warp gate and we can go over to the Ostraka ruins. So here we go. We're going over to the Ostraka ruins and we're going to see what's going on over here. So here we go. We are now inside of the ruins. So here we go. We made it inside, and from the looks of it, we're all boosted in terms of our health, so that is awesome. Anyways, I think I'm actually going to end off this episode here, and in the next episode, we are going to go over here and we're going to see what's going on inside this room. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. And as always, I'll see you all in the next episode of the Ever Oasis series on the channel, Bye, everybody.